Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to 3303. This is where I talk about the news and happenings in and around Elite Dangerous. Today we talk about the Ctrl Alt Space competition results, the Small Worlds expedition is coming up, and there's some rather awesome fan art for Elite Dangerous here. This Friday, Frontier announced the winners of the Ctrl Alt Space film competition. Now this is the second year that Frontier have ran a competition like this one, and as previously there are a whole bunch of goodies up for grabs. There was a huge number of entries, and some of them were absolutely fantastic. The winner was Turgeon Starstone for his entry Stardust, and you can see a little bit of that plan in the background right now. There are also a number of runners-up as well as a few honourable mentions. For all of these you can have a look at the forum thread, and I will link that in the video description below. So as I said, many of the entries were great. One of them I really did like, and was perhaps one of my favourite, was Old Man's Harbour by Admiral Skooma. For me, I think that went a really long way to actually capturing the essence of Elite Dangerous. Ultimately though, no matter where you come in the runnings for the competition, I know just how much hard work goes into making these videos. So awesome job to everyone involved. One of the most memorable expeditions from last year was the Small Worlds expedition. Well, the guys behind that are returning with the Small Worlds 2 expedition. The thing that makes these expeditions so interesting is that you can only go on in small ships. Fortunately then, that isn't limited to just Sidewinders. There are ships up to the size of Cobra and Diamondback Explorer. The minimum jump distance is 20 light years. The date for starting is the 3rd of June and it's going to carry on through to the 8th of July. Now, exploration can be a fairly lonely affair, but I know from experience that going out in an expedition is a fantastic experience, so I urge anyone who's got even the slightest interest to go along and take a look. Like I say, it's still not too late to join up, so do check out the forum thread, which is linked in the video description. The expedition will be covering a distance of around 12,000 light years, and going through a bunch of gorgeous nebula en route to finally end up at the destination NGC 6820. On the 3rd of June, YouTuber Cmdr Plater is going to be doing a 24-hour charity live stream. The funds raised for this are going to be going to the British Thyroid Foundation. Now, Cmdr Plater isn't going to be doing this live stream all on his own. He's invited many people from all across the Elite Dangerous community, and that includes such people as Vindicator Jones, Shabuka, Josh Hawkins, as well as myself, not to mention quite a few others. So there should be quite a lot of different things planned, and it should be a very interesting stream indeed. For more details, check out all the links below, and there you'll also find a short little video from Cmdr Plater himself. For those of you that enjoy Elite Dangerous fan art, there's some absolutely fantastic examples here by Miguel Iglesias. Now this guy is already well established within the games industry. He's actually the senior concept artist at Ubisoft Massive. Now of course these pieces of art have absolutely no bearing on the official direction of Elite Dangerous, they are simple fan art, and here Miguel is actually projecting a potential future for Elite Dangerous, letting his imagination run riot, but for me these really do speak to the future of a game I'd love to see. His album is chock full of various pieces of art, including quite a few pieces for Elite Dangerous, but many other pieces of fiction as well, such as Star Wars and many others. You can see the full album then from the links below. Now here's an interesting little story that Commander Turgid further posted to the Elite Dangerous subreddit. Whilst on his travels, he received a direct message from a Federal Navy ship saying this: "Bad Karma enemy sighted 03. So that immediately provoked a bit of speculation, seeing as Frontier have been actively talking about a Karma system lately. Now there's a number of possibilities here. It could simply be a case that Frontier forgot to switch off the debug system, and that what we're seeing here is a line calling for a speech token, and that the game itself actually references those speech tokens as Karma depending on the situation. But equally, another possibility is that some of the Karma system has already been encoded into the game behind the scenes. So yes, pure speculations, but an interesting little snippet nonetheless. So that pretty much brings us to an end of this episode of 3303. News has been very light on the ground this week, even from the community perspective. Now of course E3 is coming up and we do know that Frontier are going to be there. Whether or not they have any announcements for us is a completely different subject. My suspicions is they're going to be showing off the PlayStation 4 version of the game, and that any larger announcements may be reserved for a later date or a later show. But then again, who knows? anything is possible, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get some huge pieces of information sooner rather than later. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.